What is up, guys? Sean Logan, the fan of Fly here, back with another video. This is a video I wanted to make 10 minutes ago. Uh, Something big has happened. Microsoft has announced the date, time, and location of their upcoming event, which is going to happen in June, wherein they will unveil for finally the Xbox One Scorpio, or the Microsoft's Project Scorpio Xbox. And as you can see over there, it's going to happen 11th of June 2017, 2 p.m. at the Gallant Center in Los Angeles, California. Unfortunately, I can't go because the orange kid in power won't let me. Uh, so yeah, other than that, I'm very excited to know what the future of Xbox is going to be. So I thought I'd make this video to just brush over it very quickly. I've never made this kind of a video before, so I thought it might as well be a good idea with the event on the precipice. So, to start off, cosmetically, the Xbox One Scorpio is gonna look, in terms of the structure of the exterior box, is gonna look exactly like the Xbox One S. That is my speculation because after having watched the video last year in 2017 where they unveiled the Xbox One Scorpio, I saw that there was at the bottom the LED for the power, which is much like the Xbox One S, and on the top corner it said Xbox, and there was the thin box shape. So I think it's gonna look exactly like the Xbox One S exterior. The only difference is gonna be the color, etc. Now I want to delve into power. The Xbox Scorpio is gonna be an absolute powerhouse. It is gonna be a complete game changer for Xbox. Everything about it has been reimagined, renovated, and is completely new. For starters, the Xbox Scorpio is going to be 5 times more powerful in processing power than the Xbox One. That is insane. Not just computing power, but in the graphics department, with a graphics performance of 6 teraflops, it is going to be 4.5 times more powerful than the Xbox One. Other than that, it's gonna have 8 CPU cores, 320 gigabytes per second memory bandwidth, again insane performance, and it will also be able to render visuals at 60 Hz, which means you will have incredibly smooth visuals throughout your gameplay or through the games you create. It is amazing, and I haven't even touched on the most important aspect of the Scorpio. The Xbox One S supports 4K in video streaming and video playback and HDR. However, the Xbox Scorpio is gonna, wait for it, have full 4K video games, which means you can play all your video games in full 4K and creators can create games for 4K. I believe that's available already on computers, but on a console that is insane. Moreover, I do feel to experience 4K gaming, you will require, of course, a 4K TV. In fact, that TV I have up there, that is definitely not 4K. It's not even 1080p. It's not even HDR. So it was free. I picked it up. I'm like, I'll play Xbox on it, and it's okay. It has speakers, so it's not a total loss. It was free anyway, of course. But you will need to have a 4K TV. Some of my friends have a 4K TV and an Xbox One or One S, and they can't get 4K gameplay on it because the games are not optimized to push 4K games. Now they will be. So you will have a 4K TV and you can experience full 4K games. So all your games, Halo, Lara Croft, Forza, they will all look insane on the Xbox Scorpio. And yeah, I do feel a little bad for buying this Xbox though, but I am happy about the investment. I probably should have waited for the Scorpio, but here's why I'm not going to. I will come over that in a second, because now I'm going to delve into the externalities of the Xbox, not just the console itself, but the background things. For one, the Xbox Scorpio is all but confirmed to have VR. It was teased in the video that came out last year, where some Xbox official in their video mentioned that Fallout 4 VR, something to that effect. And yeah, but the VR system is unknown. Many speculate it could be Oculus Rift, but I feel it could be HTC Vive because HTC Vive is insane. I tried it out in a Microsoft store and I loved it. It is amazing. It really puts you in that feel. But the only thing is that I was using the Xbox stereo headphones with the Vive, and those aren't very noise cancelling. If you have noise cancelling headphones like your own, they'll still work, like the Beat Studios. That will make your gameplay amazing, and your experience will be off the charts. So it is all but confirmed that the Xbox Scorpio will have VR. But as I just said, the VR is unknown. PlayStation also has VR with the PS Pro, the PS4 Pro, but the PSVR is nothing compared to the Oculus Rift or the HTC Vive. So Microsoft may use one of those means or probably develop their own. Microsoft does have augmented reality like the HoloLens, but that's not exactly the direction that Microsoft is going to put into the Scorpio. Now, moving on. Um, Many people are skeptical about buying the Scorpio because they feel the Scorpio will force them to set aside their entire games and video library that they had built up on the Xbox One for so long. That does make sense. Like many people would not want to abandon all those games. I for one would not, even though I've had an Xbox only for 2 months. However, the Xbox Scorpio will still be able to play all the same games, watch all the same videos that you could do on the Xbox One. Microsoft is building off on the foundation laid out by the Xbox One to give us the Xbox Scorpio, and I cannot wait to see what happens next. Moreover, the Xbox Scorpio is going to be much more costly. It's going to be easily $600 to $800 in price, US dollars. That is insane. That is way too pricey. My Xbox One S, I got that for roughly 299 Canadian dollars. Sorry, 299 US dollars because I got the 500 GB model. So I don't know why it's gonna take such a big jump. $600 for such a professional console does make sense because including the price of all the VR and all your other stuff that it's gonna come built in with, I can understand. But I think the ballpark of $800 is too much. The only way I can justify a price of $800 is if the Scorpio comes with the Elite controller within the box, because Microsoft had made an edition of the Xbox One with that built in, and it was called the Xbox One Elite Edition. So it was basically a more powerful console and it had the Elite controller built in, which I think was a very good idea. So yeah, it's going to be expensive. If it's going to be around $800, I do feel that Microsoft should include the Elite controller within the box. That will be amazing. And the event is going to be this June. I will make a video on that. And more importantly, you can pick up the Xbox Scorpio just in time for the Christmas of 2017 in the holiday season. And I cannot wait to see what's going to happen. So yeah, just to conclude real quick, the Xbox Scorpio is going to be much more powerful than the Xbox One S. It's going to have 4K gaming, 6 teraflops of GPU, much better graphics, render visuals at 60 Hz per second, and also it's going to have VR, and it's going to have full compatibility with your Xbox One library, but it's going to be extremely expensive. There is no way it's going to cost less than $400. That is fact, or less than $500 because that's still a little too expensive. Also, $600 to $800. That's the minimum you're dropping to get the Xbox One. And in fact, Microsoft may bundle the VR with the Xbox, but it may not be directly included in the box. So for example, what Apple has done with the iPhone and the AirPods. The AirPods can be bundled with it, but it is a separate product in the end. So we still don't know what's going to happen, but I am optimistic to see what's going to happen. Click over here to subscribe. Click over here to see my Steam gift card giveaway. Click over here to see my gaming videos. And that's the end of this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Until the next one, Sean Logan, the Fan of 4 Flyers, signing out. Goodbye.